Or the, let's be honest, with my kid, the 35-year-old dude who's dating my 18-year-old son. If he's going to be the one to teach him to suck a dick, what can I even do about that?
The trouble with loyalty to a cause is that the cause will always betray you.
So, I feel much better today. I woke up with my alarm for the first time in months, maybe even a year. It's been a long time since I actually woke up when my alarm went off. And I gotta tell you, I don't like it anymore. Because it scared the shit out of me. I'm not used to that, man. It fucked me up. Anyways. So, alright. There's two things I want to talk about today. And let's just get the easy one out of the way, right? So there's this kid who's here on like a visa or whatever, green card, whatever the fuck it is, to go to college, right? And apparently he's like pretty anti-American and like kind of pro-Hamas or whatever. Look, man, I think that you bring him in, you sit him down, you go, alright, look, get the fuck out. Like, yeah, send his ass home. Why not? Why would, what? Are you kidding me? Like, you know what happens if you go to Russia and you protest against Russia? We have to trade some fucking, like, huge nasty terrorist for your ass to get you out of there, or they're gonna execute you. Like, right? So, if you come to this country and you actively hate this country, I mean, look, imagine, if you will, I come over to your house to visit, right? I come over and I'm like, hey, what's up? And they go, oh my God, it's Andy. For those of you watching, this might be a big thing. I don't know, for most people, probably fucking not. They'll be like, who are you? But for you guys, imagine I come over, right? So you're like, oh shit. But it's that classic never meet your heroes thing, right? And I start like just talking about how much I hate your fucking house, and I hate your fucking stupid wife or husband, and your kids are all shit. And I started like breaking stuff. Like, I mean, not that I even know if this guy's breaking stuff or not. I don't give a fuck. Even just if I just start talking shit about everything involved in your place, at some point, starstruck as you may or may not be, you can kick me the fuck out. Right? So, if you come over here with the expectation of taking advantage of our society, and instead you decide to take advantage of our good-naturedness, you go home. Like, I don't understand why this is even a fucking, like, why are people even debating this shit? It's pretty cut and dry to me, right? If I go on CNN and talk a whole bunch of shit on CNN, they're probably not going to have me back to host the next New Year's fucking thing, right? Like, does anybody honestly think that CNN is going to have that bitch on next year? Fuck no. They're going to be like, no, we're not having you back. You did nothing but shit on us the whole time you were on the air. No. You talked about how nobody's watching. Why do you think we got you on there? Because you're low enough on the celebrity list that we can get you. Like, seriously, that's how you, like, start bad blood. Right? You go to a country and you start supporting terrorists that hate your country. And like, dude. So yeah, easy one out of the way. Send him the fuck home. Send him and whoever else you can legally in any way just be like, no, fuck you, get out of here. I'm fine with it, man. Like, again, all these people that hate our country and love these other countries, go. Like, man, I would be willing to put a program in effect. If you would like for us to move you out, we're happy to do it. We'll pay for it all. I'll pay for the U-Haul trucks. I'll pay for the fucking freight planes. Elon can get a new government contract to make a whole bunch of big ass freighter planes that will just pack stupid people up into it and send them to fucking shitholes. Why not? I don't care. Works for me. You don't want to be here? Rosie O'Donnell, want to go over to Ireland so that even the Irish Prime Minister can start making fun of your fat ass? And dude, if there is any person in the world who I feel more sorry for than Rosie O'Donnell, I don't know who it would be. Because you just look at her face, man. Just look at her face. You can see just how angry she has been. Like every second of her life, just the anger is etched on her face. Like, it's so sad. Why would you live your way like your whole life like that? Just don't. Like, I think she's retired or whatever. Be retired, man. Just start treating it like it's a spectator sport. You ain't got to be involved. Nobody wants you involved. Nobody likes you. Nobody liked you before everybody hated Donald Trump. Right? When everybody loved Donald Trump, everybody didn't like you. And now that everybody hates Donald Trump, nobody likes you. You can't win because nobody likes you. Hillary Clinton. Why are you still doing interviews? Nobody likes you. I think that's been proven on more than a whole bunch of occasions. So, like, nobody likes you. So, if you really wanted to help if it wasn't all about you, Hillary, you'd shut the fuck up. Because you're hurting your cause. Nobody likes you. So every time you come out, all you do is remind people, oh yeah, fuck the Democrats. I hate Hillary Clinton. Right? So if you really wanted, if it was all really about the cause, you shut the fuck up. So, yeah, look. Going on to the next thing. To circle back around to what we were talking about yesterday when I was so out of it. But even everybody recognize, I'd like to ask you to recognize that even half asleep I called this shit. So today, the president, yesterday I think, at some point not too distant, the president decided to name all of these burnings of Tesla cars and all these burnings of Tesla dealerships and stuff. Oh, that's domestic terrorism now. And it's funny because, like, if you are upset, right, that in your child's school an adult who you trust with the welfare of your child for like 6-7 hours a day, they are putting graphic, pornographic, badly drawn fucking books in the library. I could understand why you might be the type of person that would walk in there and go, hey, what the fuck, right? And your reward for that is not, oh, I'm with Fox News and we would like to do an interview with you about how great of a parent you are, that you're standing up for children and you don't want them to learn how to suck dick at the age of 9. Right? Now, you get CNN, the CNN here, and I would like to ask you about the situation that's currently going on with you, your child, and your school. Why are you such a bigoted fucking piece of shit? Huh? And like that, and you're a domestic terrorist. Because you would really, really, really not like for your 9-year-old to be checking out the book that's dick sucking for dummies, like butt sex for dummies. Like, I don't really think that belongs on the shelf. You know, the little weird cartoon dude, Like, is this seriously what we're fucking doing? Come on, man. Like, what? And so you don't like that. And so you say, hey, I don't like that. That's my kid. What are you doing? What? Right? And they say, well, you're a bigot. And so you might have the FBI coming to talk to you. And who knows? If we really decide to make an example of you, we might perp walk you at 7 o'clock in the morning after we've woken not only you and your kids up, but everybody else and their kids up, so that they can all come to the window and see the flashing lights and go, oh, what's going on? Oh, shit. The neighbor's getting walked out. Oh, fuck. I wonder what he did. I bet he's got like a child sex ring or something like that. Like, right. The imagination goes as your life fucking declines. That's domestic terrorism. I don't want you to teach my 9-year-old how to suck a dick. Right? Like, if my 9-year-old wants to grow up and suck dick, you know, I can't really be like, yeah, that's fantastic, but I'm not really going to be like, you know, so once he's an adult, I have precious little control over him, you know, like, even as a child, I have precious little. The only control you have over a child is the control they allow you to have. You know what I mean? Like, so I can only do so much, but I don't need you to teach him how to do it. If he wants to go off and learn it on his own when he's 18 or whatever, then I can just silently disapprove and still love. But, like, if you don't get to teach him. Like, you don't get to teach him. If he wants his boyfriend to teach him at 18 or 19 or whatever, you know, then that's going to be the preferable way. Like, if I have a choice between a 36-year-old fat bitch with purple hair walking my kid through the picture book of this is how you suck a dick at the age of 9, or the, you know, let's be honest, with my kid, you know, the 35-year-old dude who's dating my 18-year-old son. If he's going to be the one to teach him to suck a dick, what can I even do about that? You know, other than a whole lot of things, that's just, you know, it's called compounding problems. You don't want to compound problems, or if you're gonna compound problems, you compound them in a way that you can easily untangle that shit. You don't compound it to the point where you're in prison for life. So, you know what I mean? But, like, preferably, I'd rather my son's sugar daddy be teaching him how to suck dick than my 9-year-old fucking teacher or guidance counselor or whatever. Alright? So, I don't think that makes me a domestic terrorist. And I don't think that made any of those parents that were called a domestic terrorist because of exactly that. I don't think that makes them domestic terrorists either. But, now, even considering that all of that is kind of politically motivated, in a really stupid roundabout way, but nevertheless, yeah, it can be construed to be that. I mean, it's more motivated by I don't want you to teach my kid to suck dick than, you know, I like Donald Trump, and so because of that, I don't want you to teach my 9-year-old to suck dick. Like, it, right? So, even considering all the possible angles, I still don't think that's domestic terrorism. However, if because Donald Trump wins the election, right, and Donald Trump makes Elon Musk an advisor and says, hey, we're going to vet you, we're going to vet your dudes, don't worry, they're going to lie about this later, but we are going to vet you, and we're going to vet your dudes, and we're going to give you guys the clearance levels that you need to do what we need you to do. And what we need you to do is an audit. We need you to find out how much money is getting spent on what, and where the fuck the money's going, who it's going to, how it's getting there, we need to find out all this. We need you to, I've got a large bag of snakes, and they're all tangled together, and I need you to lay that shit out straight for me. And Elon went, okay. And so now Elon's just going through the books. Like, that's all he's doing. Like, when you get an accountant, because you're getting audited, and you go to your accountant and you say, hey, I need you to help me with this audit, and they go, all right, give me all your shit. And then you go, all right, cool. Like, that doesn't mean that the accountant is now going to be punished if the IRS finds that you owe a shit ton of money. Like, if the IRS audits you and finds out that you owe 10 grand, they're not going to take 5 from your accountant just because he's the dude you hired to do your fucking taxes. Like, it doesn't work that way. He fucked up and you fire him, and then he goes on to continue to fuck up for other people unless you can get him unlicensed or whatever, right? I don't even know how that shit works. Do you get licensed for that shit? I don't know. But nevertheless, so, right? So we hire Donald Trump. Donald Trump hires Elon. Donald Trump says, look, I'm terrible with math. I'm the worst, most terrible person that's ever existed. I cannot do math. You are great with math. You're good with, math. You're the most wonderful math person that's ever mathed in his whole life. So I need you to do the math. And Elon went, all right. Yes! Now Elon's doing the math. And because Elon's doing the math, and because Elon's going to Trump with things and saying, this is kind of bullshit, and Trump's going, oh, well, fuck that. Yeah, that's bullshit. No. Right? Because that's the chain of custody, but, like, all the stupid people are believing the shit that all the assholes are telling them, which is Elon Musk wasn't elected. Well, no, he wasn't. But Elon Musk, he's running the numbers. Like, I can get online and run most of these fucking numbers. You know what I mean? Like, he's just got better clearance to actually go into places, and after he finds out, yeah, you guys suck, and he's just going to fire y'all. But he's not going to actually do it. He's going to say, hey, Trump, yeah, these guys suck, you should fire them all. And Donald Trump goes, okay, fire them. And then that's how it works. But we're not going to bother to even think that direction because Elon Musk is now the dictator of the United States of America. We brought in Donald Trump to be a dictator, and he immediately ceded control to Elon Musk. Sounds to me like Donald Trump can run for a third term, right? Because if he's essentially giving over the presidential powers to Elon Musk, that means that he's not really the president right now. So in 28, yeah, Trump 28. Trump Musk 2028. I'm fucking saying it now. Right? Why not? And then this will be Elon's first presidency right here, and then we'll vote Trump in again, right? And then Trump will run the country, right? And then that'll be that for you, and then that'll be his second term finished, right? And then Elon will run, right? And Donald Trump will be his vice president, right? And then Elon will run the country, and then Elon will run again because technically Elon wasn't president now because Elon's just couped everything, so he's just become dictator. But when the next election happens, that's when Donald Trump runs for his second term, and then Elon will run for his first term, and then Elon will run again for his second term because he's dictator now, not president, right? So he can run for president twice. None of that shit's gonna happen. So now, if you want to firebomb a Tesla, and like honestly, I don't know. If you really think about it from like an insurance perspective, it's entirely possible that this now makes Teslas extraordinarily safe as far as vandalism. Because I mean, dude, man, if you get into an accident with a Tesla, right? Like you're driving down the road and you got a piece of shit tailgating you in his fucking Tesla, and a deer runs out in front of you, and you brake, he hits you. That's domestic terrorism. You braked. I didn't see a deer. I see that fucking Harris Waltz sticker on the bumper of your car. Domestic terrorists. And then that's when you get thrown on the ground and oh my gosh. So you better not, man. People better be mighty ginger around those fucking Cybertrucks. Because that could be, a Gitmo offense. Like, you don't want to go to Gitmo with all the illegals, do you? Because, like, you're not going to get to stay in the cool part that all the illegals get to stay in. You're going to have to stay in the prison part. I mean, look, dude. I told you guys yesterday. I said don't do this dumb shit. Don't do that dumb shit. Like, I understand that you're frustrated, and I understand that you are not bright. But don't do that dumb shit. Please, please, dear sweet baby Jesus. Stop these fools from doing dumb stuff. Lord, please. I do that every day. And every day I find out more dumb stuff. So yeah, to come back to that Reddit post that I was talking about yesterday, that lady that's like my 18-year-old daughter listened to all of, my African-American 18-year-old daughter listened to all of her friends and burned down a Tesla, and so now, what's going to happen? What do we do? Find yourself the best terrorist lawyer that the United States has to offer. I would highly recommend just don't even bother looking into the Jewish ones, because, man, you're going to probably get a lot of no's. But I'm just saying, like, find yourself a lawyer that deals in domestic terrorism law and pray. Because my guess is, like, yesterday I said you're fucked. Today, you're still fucked. But it has a totally different meaning. It has a totally different depth, and it has a totally different orifice that you're taking it in. Like you're like now you're proper fucked, right? Like everybody remembers Snatch. You're proper fucked now.